Doric Wilson, playwright, director, producer, and gay political activist, was born February 24, 1939. He was raised on the Columbia River of eastern Washington state and studied briefly at the drama department of the University of Washington until he was forced to leave after he initiated a one-person protest against anti-gay shootings at a nearby park. Wilson moved to New York City in 1959, where he became one of the first resident playwrights at the legendary Café Chino. The success of his 4 Chino plays helped, in the words of playwright Robert Patrick, establish the Chino as a venue for new plays and materially contributed to the then-emerging concept of off-Broadway.
Doric's body of 4 original plays produced at the Café Chino, the first off-Broadway theater, in 1961, established off-Broadway as a venue where you went to see new plays rather than old ones, and American plays rather than foreign ones.
He was one of the first playwrights invited to join the Barr, Wilder, Albee Playwrights Unit, and later became a founding member of Circle Repertory Theater. He was a participant in all 3 nights of the Stonewall riots in 1969, and became active in the early days of the New York Gay Liberation Movement as a member of GAA, the Gay Activist Alliance.
One of his 4 Chino plays, Now She Dances, takes the trial of Oscar Wilde, turns it into the story of Salome, which Wilde himself had dramatized, of course, puts it in Victorian times, and then off of the modern streets of New York, Cornelia Street, where the Chino was, as it's John the Baptist, it brings on a gay rights protester before there were gay rights protesters. How many innovations is that?
In 1974, Doric Wilson formed Tassos, The Other Side of Silence, the first professional theater company to deal openly and honestly with the gay experience. In June 2001, Wilson and directors Mark Finley and Barry Childs resurrected the company as Tassos II. The original Tassos and its production of Doric Wilson's play The West Street Gang are featured in Perform, the new permanent exhibit on theater at the Museum of New York City. Doric Wilson's plays from the late 1970s, The West Street Gang, A Perfect Relationship, Forever After, and Street Theater, quickly became staples of the emerging gay theater circuit, widely performed here and abroad. In 1994, he won the first Robert Chesley Award for Lifetime Achievement in Gay Theater. Doric Wilson is a pioneer and a visionary who continues to help shape the off-Broadway community.